Hello, Jonty.
Hello, Charlotte.
And how are you today?
I'm extremely well, thank you. I had a lovely day and a very pleasant evening.
That's good.
Apart from, sorry to butt in there, apart from something triggered a memory which I don't like, and I had a bit of anxiety for about half an hour, three-quarters of an hour.
And what was that triggered it?
I have no idea. It just sort of triggered. I mean, we all have memories we don't want, unfortunately, but mine trigger every now and again.
Could it be the music?
Um, Possibly the music, possibly other things as well, but it's what you live with basically. I mean, you don't get to 61 without a few scars on you, and when something rubs them, they they get funny.
And how did you overcome that anxiety
I
feeling?
tried to clear my mind. I wanted to zap it. I cleared my mind, focused on something else, and I actually made the rolls uh, for tomorrow, and then by the time I'd finished that, I was very pleased with myself, and I recovered.
So you're taking yourself away from where you were feeling,
Yes, yes,
where you was just sat
I,
still
I
focusing
broke
on the
I broke
problem.
the cycle, broke the
Yeah.
cycle. If I'd stayed there mulling it over, I would have got further into trouble because the trouble is once you get into that pit, there are other memories which come forward, and it's a nightmare.
Well,
Nightmare.
well done you.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
recognized it and you made a change.
Yeah. Nipped it in the bud, basically.
Yeah,
Nipped it
you
in the bud.
worked on it. That's amazing.
It was it was a good night though, wasn't it?
It was good.
Gemma did a wonderful job, got everybody singing. Very good. Very good.
She's a really good singer, really
Yeah.
good. And we were all dancing. The
Yeah,
energy,
I was waving my hands in the air.
you were. But that really lifts your energy, is that like that winner's pose, isn't
Yeah,
it? When
no,
you're
it was
dancing.
actually really good fun. Martin and I were having fun doing that.
Yeah.
Earlier in the evening, I thought Pansy might be needed. A couple of lads came in who looked a bit um, different, and I thought, oh dear, here, Pansy, where are you? And I thought I'd be leaving the building by the window, but
Why do you say different? What was
well,
different about them?
well, they were not our usual customer. But I went over and I talked to them, and they actually turned out to be really nice. They were down here from Birmingham for the weekend, and they'd heard about the pub and they wanted to come and see it, basically. And I
Hmm.
actually liked them. They're nice people. I invited them back.
When, where did they hear about the pub then?
I don't know. I didn't ask about
Hmm.
that.
Were they real ale drinkers?
One of them was
So maybe that's where it's from.
real ale. There aren't that many real ale pubs left anymore, I don't think. Not that do seven real ales anyway. But yeah, no, they were nice people. They stayed for a couple and then left.
That's good. And you were chatting away to another couple of chaps that were from camera.
Oh, the camera people. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I introduced myself to two nice men that were sitting down. Their wives were at a pantomime, and they'd come. I can't remember where they'd come from, but they'd met in Salisbury, and once again they'd heard about the pub.
Yeah.
So they came in to try out the real ale, and they liked it very much. And I said, "Please come back."
And there's another couple of chaps as well that are different from that.
Yeah, we had a few
That
today. We
that
had a few today.
that are caught the bus from Willow.
That's right. They were nice. They were
Yeah, and
nice.
they were
They
also
were
from
all
camera.
nice. They were all nice.
And they were also doing real ale.
Yeah, they were all
Yeah.
nice. They were all nice people.
So that's
Is actually the fun part of having a pub, is you meet nice people, basically.
but for us, the first Saturday in January,
Yeah, we did well. We
it was
did
very
well.
busy,
Yeah,
really,
we did
wasn't it?
well. We did okay.
Whereas a lot of pubs might think it would be really quiet.
Well, it pubs are difficult. 7 years ago, this pub was not doing what it's doing today. It's teamwork. We've got a
Mm,
really good team, and we're doing okay. Um, but they are difficult.
mm. Well, I had a client call this morning
Yeah,
for hypnotherapy. And when you think about people at the top of their game in business, like might
mm.
be a director, things like that. And I get a few of these. There's a lot of like imposter syndrome that can happen where people just are doubting themselves,
Yeah, yeah,
self-doubt about their abilities, even though they know that they're doing it and they've done
yes,
it and
yes,
they can do it again and again. As I think as people get older or there could be problems that happen within the family, it start knocking your confidence, make you feel a bit insecure, and then you bring
yes,
those
yes,
insecurities into other places where you were quite secure before. It's
yeah,
almost like mini sabotages,
yes. You
self-sabotage.
sabotage yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I suffer from that as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
And what do you do when you do that?
Go and talk to somebody nice and not tell them about it, but just talk to somebody nice, basically. And
Do
it boosts me up a bit more.
Mm.
Obviously, if you go and talk to somebody who's rude to you, it'll actually make you feel worse. But I talk to people that are nice to me, so it
Well,
builds me up a bit.
Well, a technique that's quite handy is to, instead of playing the scenario in your mind of you failing or, sabotaging
Yeah,
yourself,
yeah,
is to play the scenario of doing well. So, like if I was helping somebody with presentation skills,
yeah,
instead of, you know, the common panic of like doing a talk in front of a lot of people, your mouth going dry, you're tripping over
yeah,
your
yeah,
words.
yeah,
For me, it used to be my panicking about my lips sticking to my teeth
yeah,
because of the dryness and that, which is not a good look, is to walk in your mind, like so you just practice a bit of play. So you'd stand up, stand tall,
yeah,
do some power poses, hand on hips, maybe the winner's pose, lifting up your
yeah,
energy
yeah,
and just look at a spot on the wall and say you're practicing and imagine that that's your audience.
yeah,
And then you
yeah.
could anchor yourself, which is a terminology in neuro-linguistic programming, the
Mm,
NLP. So you like think of a happy thought, a confident thought,
yeah,
and just pinch yourself and then step forward and practice delivering a presentation and just pinch that happy, confident
yeah,
place. And just imagine all of the audience smiling at you, cheering, just really
yeah.
bigging you up. And you're playing out the scenario you do want. Because
Mm,
everybody, well, most people want people to do well.
mm,
And it's our own insecurities, self-doubt moments that hold us back because we're, focusing on the negatives rather than the positives.
mm, mm.
And so it's like practicing those scenarios out of how to win.
Yeah. Well, I'm quite comfortable the way I am. I'm not openly, obviously confident, but I'm at an age where I'm heading towards retirement, and I like dribbling along at this level. I don't want to be in front of an audience. Uh, you
It's,
know.
Jonty, I was just giving an example.
Oh,
I
okay.
not let
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just saying about like how you can play the scenarios out. So like when I work with people about driving, just the
Yeah.
people, yeah, they can lack confidence and worry about making a mistake for their driving test.
Yeah.
Or they might have passed and then they've worried, they've just got a bit panicky about busy roads.
Yeah.
Some people don't like driving on the motorway, and it's getting their confidence up. And again, it's that self-doubt. They're thinking that everybody's going to be rushing them along and
Yes.
they're in the way, and it's working with that. So I've again, I've created those positive scenarios for them, walk
Yeah,
them through. And so if something bad happens, what's the worst that could happen?
that's right. That's right.
You
That's
know,
right.
and often it's they've stalled or they just go slower, you
Yes.
know, and then pull over, take a moment and get back on. And it's just recognizing that and playing through all of those moments.
Yes. Yes.
It
Well,
can really help.
it is what it is. I'm only driving, so I can take you to the pub.
Ah!
I quite like being driven around, otherwise. But if I do end up with a Fiat 500, I'm going to be a slow driver in my Fiat 500 because I'm not really under pressure.
What was the most exciting car that you had?
Um, I like my Porsche 911. I like that a lot. I had a Ferrari Medina, but didn't like it actually.
Mm.
Um,
How old were you when you had got your Porsche?
oh gosh, I was probably 34.
Yeah.
It was a nice car, beautiful car. I'd like to have kept these things, but you know, I'm glad I didn't keep these things. But it was a lovely car.
Is that the one that Reggie drove in?
Yeah, we had a puncture in France. It's just a nightmare.
Go and elaborate.
It was it was bad, you know.
When you sat holding the wheel.
I sat holding the wheel. It all went wrong. I don't know why, but it did. And we were off skiing and puncture. But yeah, no, I like my Range Rover. I had two Range Rovers. One called Boo Boo. I like Boo Boo. Very sad to let him go.
Oh.
Yeah, diesel Range Rover.
Mm.
Lovely thing.
And so you're gonna get a Fiat 500
Fiat 500.
this year.
Well, no, don't rush into it. It's
There are 12 months in this year.
yeah. Well, we're not going to rush into it. First of all, we've got to have Duncan give me a couple of lessons to get my confidence back. See how that goes, and then make plans. I think go on your insurance to start with, so that we can go to the pub. You could have a few beers, or not beers, whatever you drink, and then I'll drive home.
Mm.
That's the process. And then if it works and the plans come to fruition, I'll slip into a Fiat 500 and move myself around. I would get a motorbike, but I don't. I promised my mother I'd never ride a bike again after nearly being knocked off twice in one day.
Mm.
It's never the bike's fault. It's always somebody else. And I sold my Harley Davidson and gave it up basically. And that
Mm.
was when I was 40, 42,
So you haven't
43.
ridden a
I don't
motorbike for
want
nearly
to.
20 years.
I don't want to ride one. I mean,
Okay.
the roads are too congested. There's always an idiot. I worked in a nightclub for a while, and all these people are on the roads the next morning, and you don't want this basically. You don't want this.
Mm. Mm. Well, that's good.
Get there in the end. That's what you do.
But all of these things are building up your confidence, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to build mine up too much. I
But for
like
driving, you do.
Yeah, I can probably I I have a little survival in little my I know that under pressure I can survive, and that's as much confidence as I want.
Mm. Well, I think you have a lot more confidence than you think you have.
Yeah, but also I like being driven around.
What, by me?
Anyone, you know, there lots of people drive me around. It's very nice.
It's part of your delegating, isn't it, Jonty?
Well, no, it's nice. I when I was a salesman, I did hundreds of thousands of miles all around Europe. And then Ridgie joined the firm and took over the driving, and I don't like driving. It's not something I enjoy, and I don't really want to do it,
Mm.
really. I like sitting in the passenger seat talking to the driver. I enjoy that.
Very nice. Very nice. We come to a natural
Yeah, we've come
conclusion.
to a pause. That's what we do. Come to a pause.
Yeah,
Go to bed now.
yeah.
Good night.
Good night. Do follow us on YouTube on I Can Cope method, or go to our website, I Can Cope.
Yeah, well, we're on TikTok as well, aren't we?
We are on Charlotte Hypnotherapy. We're on
Oh,
Facebook,
the old hypnotherapy business.
Instagram, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on there. We're on there.
And LinkedIn on my LinkedIn,
Yeah, it's a bit
Charlotte
of fun, bit of
Phillips.
fun. Hopefully that anxiety bit will help somebody.
Yeah,
We all have it.
yeah, at some point. Yeah. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye bye.